Week 5 of the first season of Bubby's Ultimate Battle League is finally here, and this week, Playmore takes on the Atlanta Absol, coached by Linz. Tyler, this is a very exciting week for us because if we win, we will have guaranteed ourselves a winning record and most likely the playoffs. Am I correct?
Yes, and not only that, John, we could move up to the top overall spot in the league. What a fascinating point to be at. We're 3 teams, all 3-1, all with a +8 differential. So if we can take care of business, do so in a decisive fashion, we might be able to jump up to number 1. But, John, when we look at the team on the other side, despite the record, winning by a big margin might be tough to come by today.
Yeah, I don't know if I see a really big win here. Obviously, the record 1-3 is not that intimidating, but this is a team on the rise. There have been a few changes to the squad, and honestly, it is a terrifying team that is very me-coded. It's very Beneral-coded, and this is going to be an interesting matchup. So what is our fearless coach bringing for this battle?
Well, as you see the team on the screen now, John, we're bringing a terrifying team of our own because we're bringing both of our Terra captains, Superior and Volcanion, in the lineup. Bubby back in as well. If you want to know why Ben has picked this team, you can watch the extended team builder. It's linked like it is every week in the description below. But for now, let's go see what the opponent brought.
Okay, Tyler, it's time to see what the opponent brought. This is going to be an interesting one as there's a lot of threats. But we don't see Tornadus T over here. Oh my gosh. Or Sylveon or Melodic. Wait. Wow, Tyler. Double weather as well. There's a lot going on here. What are you seeing on the Terra side of things?
Well, I was double checking my notes to make sure that what we thought was on her team is in fact on her team. We do know the Terra captain is that Titan that we expect to try to use some snow, the Terra type ground. So that makes it doubly dangerous, and I'm going to be honest, the double weather has me doubly scared.
It does have me doubly scared, and neither of the weathers that she is bringing are things that this little Bubby wants to see, as this is something that wants the rain. And if you want to make this Bubby happy, you can go to play-more.store, pick up your own Bubby. It's the best way to support this team. It's the best way to watch these battles with one of these by your side. But Tyler, it's time to get into the actual battle, as I have no idea what to expect.
There's no rain on the other side. There are 2 types of weather, John, and I expect one of those 2 to be the lead here. And it is. And that's exactly the one that I was hoping it was. I hope it sets up the weather. It's not good for us, John, but I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. We've had many chilly receptions on this channel, but this would be the first one that I get to be a part of officially as a dad. This is very exciting for me.
This is terrifying.
Now we'll see if it's what it uses.
Burn? Oh. Go for it.
Hey, John. As this sets up the snow and terrifies us in reality of this battle, I thought I would lighten things up with a great dad joke for you. What kind of shoes do frogs wear?
I don't know, Tyler.
Open-toed sandals.
I knew it had something to do with Toad. I was thinking Toad, and I don't feel better. So Titan is out turn 2 with the snow. This thing is ready to obliterate. Tyler, it was a great joke. I'm glad you threw it out there. I just wish it didn't lead to such a terrifying situation. I mean, she brought double weather, Tyler. 2 Pokemon to double their speed. Scared. Now,
yeah, and like we said, this is also the lone Terra captain on the other side. This is not a spot where it's going to want to use that ground Terra at all, which is fortunate for us. But this is already a Pokemon that is extremely strong. We know that Belly Drum could really put this in a terrible place, which puts some pressure on Ben, I think, to attack here and not just let it get that Belly Drum up.
Oh, well, I agree completely. This was the right play by Ben. Clearly, Linz was trying to force him out, but everything is named red card. I think there's a little bit of an inside joke here of telling Ben that every Pokemon will have the item red cards. That's a nice little thing to see early on. As we get out of that situation scot-free, thankfully. That was a terrifying start, but I really am impressed with how the beginning of this game has gone, of like keeping Ben on his toes, It's going to be a really difficult battle to maneuver around, knowing that 2 Pokemon could sweep at any time. Happy to get that damage on Hydreigon. Hopefully, we can kind of slow things down here, maybe get rocks up.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. The
That's
Atlanta Absol came
read.
to play. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, to immediately bring in your Threadens Titan, switch out, and make such an aggressive read in that spot. That's a great play by Linz. And one thing that we talked about, John, when Ben was battling against Vandy, we hyped it up as the battle of the roommates, and we talked about how well they know each other, and there was a bit of an apprenticeship there. Well, the same thing's in effect here. Like, most of what Linz is going to be putting into play here, Ben has taught her. So on the other side of that, she's going to know his tendencies and as well, and right there was able to take full advantage.
Absolutely, and I'm pretty sure Linz has some past draft league knowledge, getting back into it. It's exciting to see her back into things, and it seems like any amount of rust is gone. I am very impressed. Definitely a bit terrified of what's going on. And now, is she ready to set up more weather? Okay, this is... I mean, what a great play, too. I'm expecting Ben to make a switch. She makes a switch. I do like having Greninja in here. Like, this is a good spot for us. So it didn't work out for her, thankfully, for the Playmore squad. But this is really keeping us on our toes.
Yeah, that right there was a beautiful counter switch by Ben. I think that has immediately flipped the momentum of this battle. This feels like it's a free kill for Ben, which would be big. I mean, just in general, to go ahead and take out one of those weather conditions, but becomes especially big if Sandaconda is the only stealth rocker on the other side. We don't know that for sure, but would be really good to get rid of both hazards and one of the 2 weather conditions this early into the battle.
Oh, it absolutely could be. Okay, and there it is. Well, that does set up the sand, so that is unfortunately
I think
part
we're
of
okay
it.
with that. I think we're okay with that trade-off there.
We absolutely are, but this is... It's such an interesting thing. Yeah, you don't want to have this feeling after getting... Hi, John! See, this is what I'm saying, Tyler. You don't want a feeling like this, Tyler. You're trying to tell me things are good. I don't feel good right now. The snake is gone, and the sweeper is here. Now, Tyler, have you ever heard of the move Swords Dance? Because that would really ruin my day. Because Ben
especially
has
in
to
combination with that ability Sand Rush that makes you faster in the sand.
Oh my God! All right, this is... All right, thankfully, our coach has prepped for this, but Excadrill is one of the best competitive Pokemon we've really seen. It's just so reliable in so many different ways. Back when I was getting into competitive Pokemon, weather lasted forever, and this thing terrorized singles competitive. It is just, this is where it's at its best. It's so hard to deal with it. And even with Spiky Joe, our friend, our beloved Spiky Joe, was prepped for one of these situations, had to be sacrificed to the mole. There was just nothing else that could be done because of how freaking terrifying this thing is. You only have one chance at this point to make the mole work because the snake is dead. But boy howdy is it working, and we are going through both things to prevent the weather sweepers. But Tyler, it's only against one of the 2 weather sweepers.
Yeah, but is Steve going to get to do the thing here? We got the Sturdy. Live, fire back the Earthquake.
Yep.
What a great ability to have on this thing. There would be never be a case where I would advocate for having a different ability on Steve. No shot. I wouldn't do that. Like, you know me, John. I can give things up whenever I want to.
Yes.
So glad to see Steve pick up a kill there with nothing on the line besides this battle. What a huge moment for Steve in his career here at Playboy.
I'm not going to read into that because I am very excited to see Steve. This is one of my favorite sets. I really love how creative Ben was in this game plan, making sure that there are Pokemon that can prevent the weather sweepers from ruining everything. But one thing that we were pretty confident in is even with the weather sweepers, Hydreigon is almost definitely a Choice Scarf variant. Now, obviously, it's going to outspeed Steve no matter what. But it's just something to note where I do think, I'm sorry, Steve, goodbye. I do think that the speed advantage is going to go to our opponent for the entire game. It's not going to be an easy battle for us to win. Both Pokemon down that could have dealt with the weather sweepers. I have to keep bringing it up, Tyler. I mean, this has just been a bing, bang, boom battle. And I really think these next few turns are going to be unbelievably important as Ben has to take control of the battle and make sure he does it without losing another chess piece here.
Yeah, I think I can see the sequence of events that Ben is going to try to trigger here, because we knew in his notes coming in, he fully expected this to be a choice scarfed Hydreigon, and we have not seen anything to tell us contrary up to this point. It just goes there for the flash cannon. I think here the game plan, force it into a switch, because if you stay in here, you're going to do absolutely no damage. We've talked about the fire spin to be able to get those traps off on the weather Pokemon. If you could get the switch to be Galarian Slowking, you're in a fantastic spot. Now, the switch could, in theory, be anything. If you're on Lenz's side, the Slowking makes perfect sense to switch into here. But very fascinated to see what she does, in fact, go into. Because this could be a huge swing point.
Ooh, I still think this is a good swing point for us.
Yeah, it still works out. To steal a word from you, it's an interesting switch. A bold one, but
I thought it was gonna be
ultimately
red
a very good one. Oh. Yeah, we've yet to actually see the red card.
This has been a lot of fun. Let me just say, halfway through, I'm having a blast. This has been so much. But it is very interesting. Like, this is not a Pokemon we expected to see at all. Is it a good thing that is brought for us? Is it a good thing for the opponent? I don't know. Right now, this is an interesting spot to be. As regardless, I like the position we're put in. But what is going to happen on that other side? Is this just the perfect spot for us? I think so. Yeah, I think
it is. The knockoff, not ideal, but I feel like this just turns into a standoff, because the switch damage-wise would be to bring in the Slowking. But you don't want to do that because you know the threat of the fire spin is there. And this is one of those battles for Volcanion where it really didn't have a defined role when we look on our side. Because when we were looking at the win cons, we're looking more at Superior and Greninja. And Volcanion is just here to do a bunch of damage and cause chaos along the way. And if it can get into a situation like this where it's just going one-on-one and it's able to pick up a free kill, it's done its job for the battle.
No, absolutely. I kind of wish Ben went for the fire spin here. I do like the safer play. Let's not even risk a possible miss. I could see this be an easy switch into that Slowking, but Hisui and Decidueye is basically dead. So I really think we're coming out of this on top regardless. It's just, okay, perfect. We got rid of this. No need to overthink it. But to continue my thought, the worry is what's next, because that sweeper is still there. The Scarfer is still there. It's a scary team, man. There's a lot going on over there. There's only 3 Pokemon. All 3 of them scare me. And at least one more bad joke is coming our way. I'm sure you are ready.
John, I've never been more ready for anything in my life. Let's just be honest. And I do think, to your point, as much as I want there to be jokes told, as much as I would love to rattle you off more of the 300 best dad jokes that I have pulled up on Google, if you're Ben, I think right now, you do not want me to get to read a single joke. Not because they're not good. He loves all of my jokes. He's told me before he loves my jokes. He tells me constantly, John, that my jokes are very good and I should tell more of them. But because of the implications that it would have on this battle with setting up the snow and bringing back out Titan in that sweeping spot. So that's why we see there just no thought from Ben. You've got to go for taunt to try to prevent that snow from being put up.
Ooh, I really, really love the taunt play, but the immediate read, Sludge Bomb, Poison. It's a move that poisons pretty often, so I can't be too upset with it. It's a great play, and I don't really know if there's a good switch in on our side into a poison move. That just was pretty phenomenal. You know, like, Ben didn't really have a better play at that point, and the opponent took advantage perfectly. This has been a really tightly contested battle. Great plays on both sides. I have no idea what to expect, how this is going to end. somebody soon is going to be put in a very, very uncomfortable position with one of their win cons. We have Superior and Greninja. Linz, of course, has the Hydreigon and the Titan. We're getting close. The bulkier Pokemon, they're going down little by little. It's going to be interesting. As unfortunately, Red Line does go down.
And I don't know for sure on the calc. I'm 99% sure of this. That poison really comes back to hurt because I'm again 99% sure without that, Ben gets off a second Steam Eruption there. And really unlucky because we saw the poison from the Sludge Bomb. I think 3 Steam Eruptions got used in this battle. No burns on Ben's side. I was really hoping that the luck had rolled in the opponent's favor with the crit that killed Steve when it already had 1 HP, and they didn't need the crit at all. I was just hoping that would be it. But combine that for the poison, and this battle has... I mean, it feels like it's been pretty even the whole way through, but now it truly is down to exactly what you said. Both sides trying to set up those win conditions, and both sides have done a very good job of keeping them intact and healthy, just sitting in the back up to this point.
Yeah, and thankfully we still have a bulky Pokemon, so we can ideally strike first. Even if Hydreigon is switched in, it's taken some damage. It doesn't want to take a Choice Specs Dark Pulse. So we will be able to start whittling it down. If it is Choice Scarf, that is going to be an issue. We've seen it multiple times predict the switch into the Scream Tail and go for Flash Cannon. So it's tough. It would have been beautiful to see that Ice Beam prediction. It's such a scary point in the battle to make that a prediction. Might have been a winning move, but it's not necessary here. We need Bubby. The question now, do we go into Superior or do we go into Pudding? Because if we don't see Flash Cannon for the first time, Pudding's perfect. But if this is, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice. And now we're on the third. What did they say for the third one, Tyler? I don't know. The saying kind of ends there. Ha-ha! There it is. All right, nice. That's what I was hoping for. You didn't have anything. I didn't have anything. It worked out. Sometimes.
I mean, well, John, you know how it goes. Fool me, don't get fooled again. I mean,
no, but what's the third one, Tyler? What's the third one? Because it's happened twice. The Flash Cannon's happened twice. We were on the 3.
Well, speaking of something that's happened twice or potentially twice now, boy. John.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to bring it up like that.
Oh, I'm excited for our opponent to set up something that could dash our dreams. I really, really hope we lose this battle. Is that better, Tyler? No. I love your jokes, Tyler, but this is not the time. How will you tell a joke before it happens?
That's a great idea, John. Why do crabs never volunteer for anything, John?
I don't know why.
Because they're shellfish.
I was really hoping it wasn't because they get crabby. So that, I like it a lot more. I was worried it was going to be...
You really think I'd stoop that low?
Oh
my
boy.
That's on you. Come on, hand up, John. Throw it up. That's you.
Hey, I mean, I was going to blame you, but you got to me first, so the game's the game. But speaking of the game being the game, this is not a good situation. I thought the joke would lighten the mood. Things have gone from, I wouldn't say bad to worse, but they've gone from scary to bad.
Yeah, they're definitely in bad territory at this point. Because the Greninja, that was 100% of the play. That is the switch that Ben had to make.
Yep.
And in that spot, there is absolutely the risk of the damage. And obviously, if it's a Sludge Bomb, you get the chance of the poison. I think the good thing for Ben here is what we talked about earlier. This is not a battle where for Ben, there was only one win condition. It was Greninja and Superior. You have both of those in your favor in terms of coming in and trying to clean some things up. The good news here as well for Ben, this Hydreigon is very low. And it's been really more used as a pivot that just puts Ben in a spot where he has to switch because of the damage that it can get off. And it's easier said than done. But you have to take care of this Hydreigon. The issue here, the concern that I have is what we just saw with the U-turn, and if it's again going back to Slowking. That terrifies me. And I think it's a real possibility here. And I think it's why Ben this time is thinking so hard about what to make the switch here.
Yeah, and the problem is he has to switch, though, because U-turn kills the Greninja, and I said it earlier. Whoever loses a win con first might just lose the battle. I mean, two of them are basically dead between that poison and then just all the dark pulses hitting into Hydreigon. I mean, they're Hydreigon, whatever the hell it's called. They're in tough spots. She made a great play there with the U-turn, and it's really setting up the Absols to finish this game with the Titan. It is not over yet. Let's be very, very clear. But our win con was superior, and we have not been able to get that in successfully. We don't have Reflect, we have Light Screen. So this is a really, really, really terrifying spot. And I do think Superior... Oh, okay, I was gonna say it might be the right play. You might have to be aggressive. Maybe it's not. I don't know. It's tough. Are we going to see the bad joke, or are we gonna see Sludge Bomb?
I mean, you know what I'm hoping for both reasons.
Ooh, okay. Whew. Okay. That was very exciting to see, Tyler.
It's such a strange spot because you lose a Pokemon, but I think that might have just saved the battle for us.
I really think it was. I think that was best case scenario. I don't know if Stealth Rocks 100%. Kill Hydreigon, but they might. But now we get to bring this in. We get to Terra up, no longer weak to Sludge Bomb. And even if they bring in the Satitan, like we're just in a better spot rather than switching something in on the Satitan's attack. Ideally, we can still live a hit from the Satitan. We still need to be able to kill this stupid Galarian Slowking. But if it stays in, not expecting this Ghost Terra, I mean, I feel like things are opening up. We just got to see what the opponent does. It does look like they're staying in to get that joke off, so we will get a lot of damage off. Or maybe not get a lot of damage, but at least get set up. I don't know. I'm stressed, Tyler. I'm stressed.
I really think we take either of the two scenarios in this
Absolutely.
Spot. Getting the Terra off, getting set up.
Yep.
We knew more than likely this was going to happen. John, can a frog jump higher than a house?
Yes.
Of course, a house can't jump, John. Let's get back to business. Come on now. Focus. Lock in.
You're so ready for me to say no. I believe frogs can do whatever they want, Tyler. It was the wrong thing to throw my way. Did I think of what you said? We don't need to go through it. I just believe in this team, baby. Come on. I like the Stealth Rocks damage there. We got set up with the Leaf Storm. We just gotta live one hit here. Come on, let's go, baby. Come on. Come on, I think we can do it. I think we can do it. This was set up perfectly. I really love how Ben positioned himself in this spot. It just has to work. It has to work. Just has to work, Ben. Okay. Okay.
Now flinch.
Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna blame you for that one. You brought up flinch. You didn't bring up miss. I
wasn't gonna do it. I've learned my lesson.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. You know, I'm sure if we went back to the archives, there's like just multiple times we won because of hacks, but there's just the things like this stand out so clearly, and that's hard to come back from. The game is not over. I'm pretty sure we do live another Ice Cool Crash, but
yeah. Well, that
was not great.
Now, we don't know if this is a combination that exists. If I'm speaking into existence, this one's on me. Go ahead and pin it on me fully. Because if there's a Terra Ground Earthquake waiting for us, bing, bang, boom, wrap it up.
Oh my gosh.
Don't flinch.
Stop saying it.
John, I've never been wrong about anything, okay? I've never been wrong.
He's never been wrong,
now,
folks.
Well, here's the other thing that I have to ask that may not happen, and I'm hoping it happens, because if it doesn't, I'm going to be distraught. Does Hydreigon die to the rocks?
I don't know, man. It might live on, like, one. This is crazy. It's overwhelming. It's scary. Oh, it's dead.
Die.
It's dead. It's dead.
Die.
It's dead.
Die.
It's dead.
I wish.
Okay.
I hope it was pain-free.
Okay, a lot just happened. I knew we could live another icicle crash. There could have been min-max. Who knows there? Obviously, we saw the chance of the miss, the chance of the flinch. Neither of those happened. Rocks were enough to kill. I mean, I think Ben has handled the end of this game as perfectly as he can, but it comes down to this. We're at +4. We have the Terra Blast Ghost super effective move. Does this kill? I'd like to think it would. But the coach seems stressed. Now I feel stressed. Are you stressed?
I wasn't stressed until I saw how stressed both of you were. I felt good. You know, we've got that +4. Bubby's waiting in the back. I felt great. I don't now. I've been pressured into feeling bad.
Yeah, that'll happen. Debbie Downer's in the room. Oh my God! Okay. I think we have this no matter what. But this has been an unbelievable battle, Tyler. We bring in Bubby. I don't think there's any way this could go wrong. You go over the water, sure.
I would never say anything like that personally.
Unless we see extreme speed Galarian Slowking, I think it's a wrap, but you never know. Woohoo!
Just hit it. Thank you. Thank you.
Just water absorb. Somehow it's water absorb regenerator.
I go on one vacation between battles. Yeah, the best battle we've ever had. You know, I've been saving up money from giving up something. I won't mention what. That best battle ever. Domination for Ben. Come back and
wow.
That is the most stressed I've ever been in a Play More battle, but boy, am I happy that it ends with a win. That was just, and I know you're about to go on about this. I want to say it as well. Both coaches, A+. That is as good as Draft League gets right there.
This is why I fell in love with Draft League. It's just so fun. It's battling you will never see elsewhere. It's just such a unique team. Well, I brought it on both sides. You have the double weather. You have two Pokemon specifically, both weak to ground, ready to deal with ground Pokemon with the weather. Just, I loved everything about it. You know, there was a little bit like the poison luck was there, but then how Ben was able to come back from that. And it just felt like every time one of these two coaches landed a punch, the other coach was able to absorb that and punch back. And it just came down to the end. You just gotta love Draft League, but you also gotta love that this team is 4-1 guaranteed winning season. I'm almost confident this is a guaranteed playoff spot. And there is still a chance, Tyler, that we end the season as the #1 seed, which is the best you could possibly hope for. Can't wait to see what happens next week. And if that battle's already uploaded, you click on it right here. Otherwise, you wait around. You do not want to miss that. This coach is on fire. And I think it's just going to keep on getting better and better from here. At least entertainment-wise. Entertainment-wise, we're not jinxing anything. The battles will be fun. So click.
There are more jokes, I promise.